Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Warsword Conquest. Now, when we left off, we had just attempted a siege against Kofa, but unfortunately, yes, it did appear that they had a few too many defenders in the garrison here. However, I am still yearning to capture it for our faction, of course, and hopefully maybe even give it to our Lizardman friend. Now, do bear in mind, however, that we are having a couple of difficulties with various vassals roaming around the area. However, these guys don't actually have too much to deal with. As you can see here, one Sandwraith, one Hashan, and one Janissary officer. They don't actually have too many. However, we are just about to engage this fellow right here, as I was attempting to blockade many of the reinforcements that were attempting to come in from the nearby town of Lashiek. I was attempting to chase this guy off, but as you can see here, he's actually steadfast in his opportunity, I suppose, to get into the garrison here and hopefully defend Kofa from further assault. However, as you see, we also have Emir Nuam, as well as, I believe, another person here. I'm not entirely sure who it is, as we cannot mouse him over at the moment. Ah, there he is. Emir Amdar is also attempting to come outside, and they are patrolling around Kofa. Well, we cannot have that, can we? There is also a high elf over there, which is actually quite nice to see one of those. It's been a while since we've been able to see any of them. And now, obviously, as we can see here, the Badlands Goblins and the Kingdom of Araby really do not like us whatsoever. However, now, I do believe one of you stated that the Goblins might have a very small fief in the mountains somewhere, so I'm actually going to just take a look, because I too feel it is a rather strange thing that we have not been able to eliminate them from the game. These are orcs. This color green is the orcs, not actually going to be the Goblins here. I'm actually thinking maybe they went all the way off into Dark Elf land and maybe took something of theirs? It doesn't seem as though that is the case, and even the Lizardmen are completely fine. So, yes, this makes me very perplexed. Not entirely sure. This is orcs, right? Yes, it is. Wow, the orcs have actually been doing a really good job. As you can see right here, they've expanded quite a significant amount, considering in pretty much every other Warsword Conquest series I have done, the orcs have gotten crushed by dwarves and by the forces of Sigmar, as well as maybe even the Goblins themselves. And the Goblins really don't like to attack orcs, obviously, but still, I found it rather peculiar that that was indeed the case. So, without further ado, I suppose, considering this guy has how many Sandwraiths? He has 0 Sandwraiths. Well, we're quite happy with that, are we not? He does have one Sandwraith in the form of Emir Nuam's party, which I'm sure will be joining us. And Emir Radun is also joining us, so I do believe we are a little bit outnumbered, as you can probably see by our totals here. 139 troops on our side, and 228 on our opponents. So, what are we going to do here? Because I do know that in the previous episode I did attempt to plan the battle with our enemies here, and we are going to be scrapping all of these because I believe the one thing that I did wrong was to instruct our archers to move forward a lot further, because as you stated in the comments, archers can move a lot faster than infantry, especially when we are using orcish infantry, as they are rather slow. So, let us do our very best here. I'm going to try and repeat this command a lot, because we want to make Oggy Boggy stand as far back as he can. So let's hope that we'll be able to do that. Now, let's get our cavalry. I don't believe I will be commanding our cavalry at all. I think I'll just leave them where they usually spawn in. And our archers, we probably want to move them forward, not 4 times, thank you very much. Oh my goodness, how can I change this now? Wait a minute, how do I do this? Ah, there we are, thank you very much. Forward 10 paces. And we'll make our infantry go forward 3. I think that is going to be good. And I think I'm actually just going to keep it that simple. We're just going to keep it that simple, see how it works, and then we'll, of course, make some modifications, if we so desire, in future engagements. So, let us dispatch those orders, and we'll see how it works. We are of course... Ah, there we are. Thank you very much. This is actually better. This is actually much better than it was previously. Very, very nice. Okay, so, cavalry, get over here, please. Don't charge straight on in. That would be absolutely bad. Very, very bad indeed. So now let's just shoot off into the sun. Unfortunately enough, I really don't like shooting off into the sun. Not very good at all, if I do say so myself. Now, oh, this is not good either. Okay, we're going to try and tell our people to stand closer, tell our infantry to stand closer, and hopefully that will stop some of the camels and various other cavalry units from getting through. Ah, it appears that we are doing a very significant amount of damage as a result, and we are also going to be telling our infantry to go down the hill and hopefully stop many of the opponent's units from getting past. And there was a rather feeble attempt at a jump and slash. But yes, we must try. Otherwise, we will just suffer the wrath of the Kingdom of Araby for far too long, in my opinion. So, let's charge our infantry in. I do believe we have a very good chance at being able to take these guys on and indeed win the fight. Or at least I hope so. Otherwise, we're going to be in a grave spot of bother. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, we're actually okay. We're fine. We don't seem to be losing too many. We lost a Tomb Champion, which I have to admit is going to be painful because he obviously took quite a while to level up. But that is his job. He is there to take the losses for our archers, because our archers, I do believe, are going to be the only unit that can probably win us many of these fights. And that's another thing that I'd like to see in, well, future iterations of Mount and Blade. I don't want to say Bannerlord, because I'd like to include various mods and other expansions that may be coming out very soon. I'm not entirely sure what I'm referring to here. I think you do know, of course. Yes. But, yeah, other than that, I'd like to see a better breakdown of the kind of unit that you would be indeed facing, and maybe even a breakdown of how many kills they are able to acquire in combat. I think that would actually be a really cool idea. So, for example, what we could do is we could see how many units one of our archers killed, how many units the Dwarven Rangers are killing, and so on and so forth. I think that would actually be a really cool idea. However, unfortunately, it appears as though we are in for quite the problem here, because there is a Sandwraith and it is still alive. So we must take it out. There we have it. We took it out. Not too bad. And I'd like to take out that guy. Yes, at least took him off his horse. That's good. Now, if only we could take him out. I do believe he is being taken out as we speak, so that's always a good idea. Now, I'm actually wondering, should I retreat? I think I might, actually. I might actually retreat here. I'm going to. We are going to retreat. Yes, thank you very much. So, we lost 14. However, they lost 170, which is excellent. So, what we're going to be doing now is, even though... Let's just see. We have 108 units. Wow. Okay. That's thanks to our first aid skill, I do believe. It is rejuvenating many of our companions, as you can see by Joseph. He was knocked unconscious in the previous engagement, but thankfully enough, thanks to Oggy Boggy being completely fine, he is completely fine, as you can see. 6 first aid, 6 surgery, and of course 6 wound treatment. So I'm actually going to be getting some more mummies here, because it appears as though mummies don't actually die that fast in comparison to Tomb Champions. Let's just take a look here. How many Tomb Champions do I have? I have 3. Yeah. Okay, we probably need to move these mummies up a little bit as well, because Necropolis Knights, they're entering the battle a little bit too late, in my opinion. So let's try and get those in there as quickly as we can. And now... Wait, where is Amir Radun? He must be in here somewhere. Wow. Okay, well, whatever the case, we will just head in once again, and we will plan our battle. And I think I'll just tell our cavalry to hold position. Thank you very much. Now let's prepare those orders. Well, yeah, prepare those orders and then dispatch the orders, and then we will be heading off into battle. Now do bear in mind, because of the retreat that we just successfully pulled off, I suppose we could say, we do have an absolutely refreshed amount of quivers. So we have as many arrows as we need to defeat these fellows right here without too many issues. And I do need to make sure that our infantry are in a good position. As well as our Necropolis Knights, of course, because we do have some of those now, which is very, very good to see. So, let's see, what can we do here? 21 infantry, 70 archers. A little bit too many archers, I do believe. I might need to modify that a little bit. I think it might be a little bit overkill at the moment. So let's just move our archers a little bit forward. And I think I might actually tell our archers to stop firing. Hold fire, please. Thank you very much. Because they are just firing off into nowhere. They are getting a couple of kills, but I would really like to have a little bit more efficiency here. So let's try to get that and make it a reality. Now, let's see now. Where do we want to go? I think we'll move our infantry here. And our archers are actually in a very, very good position right now, so fire at will. Go, go, go. Please fire as quickly as you can. And now let's just move our cavalry around there, and hopefully they will get into a good position to charge at the enemy's archers, if at all possible. So let's take that guy out. Ooh, lovely! Jump and slash right there. I'm saying slash because even though this is a ball and chain, it does do piercing damage, as far as I am aware. So, yes, it's not a jump and bash this time around. And yeah, there it is. Okay, I think this is completely fine to let our guys charge in, no problem at all. Our cavalry will be able to eliminate many of the stragglers, and we lost 0 units. So yeah, every now and again, a lovely strategic retreat is definitely going to be on the books. That is great. As you could see by the massive amount of kill spam that we witnessed as soon as our archers unleashed all of their fury upon our opponent, we were able to see a huge amount of death at the hands of our archers right there. Very nice to see that indeed. Now, this is where I'm a little bit worried. What am I going to do here? Am I actually going to let these guys go, or am I going to take them prisoner? Because Emir Nuam, he had about 90 units, and if he's able to rejuvenate those units as quickly as, say, the king of a faction, perhaps, then I think he could be quite troublesome. So I do believe we are going to take him prisoner this time around. And there we have it, very nice indeed. We are reducing his relation with us, which is actually not a very good thing. However, I do believe at the moment maybe getting a little bit more money from the ransom would actually be a good idea. So maybe we should do that, maybe we could do that, that would be pretty cool. And now, because we've taken them all out, and we have the opportunity, we might be able to weaken Kofa as much as we desire for us to be able to take it. Now, do bear in mind that I have read your comment regarding the Tomb Kings, and I must not underestimate them. That is, of course, hopefully not going to even happen, but yes, the scenario you laid out for me is that if I am taking any of these fiefs around here, I should really be careful, because if I do this and the Tomb Kings feel threatened, because they are covered on both sides by our fiefs and we control them, so if they feel threatened, they might decide to just throw caution to the wind and destroy us before we gain any more power. So let's hope that it doesn't actually come to that. I hope not, but you never know. As you know, they are quite a fickle faction after all, and I really have no idea what they're planning, so who knows? Who knows? We might be able to see something good and maybe see something bad. I think what we might want to do actually is when we get back to our home city and maybe even gain peace with the Kingdom of Araby. I would love it if we could gain peace with them right now, but yes, if we can, then I'll head back to Bloodhorn, and I'll see what I can do about getting an alliance or maybe a non-aggression treaty against the Tomb Kings, or shall we say with the Tomb Kings, because we're not trying to be aggressive towards them, are we? No, no, not at all. So, without further ado, let us head into Kofa, and we will see what we can do against the likes of them. Otherwise, we'll be in trouble. We'll be in massive trouble. So, let us head in without further ado, and we will build our ladders. Hopefully, rather fast. Otherwise, we're going to have... Oh, wow. That was actually very fast indeed, thanks to Joseph's engineering skill. A very nice thing indeed to see that. Now, what does the planning do? Oh, it's exactly the same. Okay, well, we don't really need to do that, I don't believe. Not in this particular case. So, let us lead our soldiers in an assault, and the first thing we want to do is get Oggy Boggy all the way at the back there, and then we want to make everyone hold position, and I will, of course, get Oggy Boggy back into the same position right there. Very nice indeed. So let's get our archers out the front, and we'll see what we can do, and hopefully they'll try to help us out here quite a bit. If we are not getting our archers to do as much damage as we can right here, then we may as well just say goodbye and go home. Because our archers are basically the bread and butter of our army at the moment, and if we don't have them, then we may as well resign. So yes, hopefully they'll be able to do as much damage as we require them to do this time around, and I'm hopeful that I won't be taken out this time as well. And are you serious? Goblin Scout, how dare you? How dare you do this? Okay, well, yeah. That's really not what I wanted to see right there, that's for sure. Okay, yeah, we really can't afford losing any morale either, just in case we do get these prisoners, and this guy's actually going to hit me now. No. Oh, no. Okay, take him down, come on. Yeah, there we are. Okay, so the Janissaries aren't actually that powerful as I imagined beforehand. However, they are versatile, I would say. They are quite versatile. As you can see here, they have a lot of HP, or at least I think they have a lot of HP. They seem to take 3 shots from my bow, and my bow isn't that bad. I mean, even though it is kind of looking quite bad at the moment, it isn't that bad in comparison to what I could have, but still, I do believe my melee skills are a lot more powerful. So let's just take a look at what we can see up here. Oh, hello. Yeah, there's quite a few of you, isn't there? Oh my. Okay, come on, let's do this. You, the shirtless one, get over here. Unfortunately, he doesn't appear as though he wants to fight, and I don't really want to fight him either. I have a bad feeling about this. If I head in, I'm gonna die. We're gonna die immediately. Are we gonna die immediately? I do believe that is going to be the case. However, I do believe what we can do is maybe we can jump out here and then pull out our bow and see what we can do with it. Now, we do unfortunately have to deal with some of them with shields. However, I'd like to take out this guy with a 2-handed mace if possible. Some of these guys will die quite quickly to headshots, as you can see there. Sultan's Guards! Sultan's Guards! Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, as you can see here, this guy is taking archery like nothing else. And I was about to say arrows like candy, but the words escaped me for a second there. But he's taking arrows like candy, basically. So let's just try and take as many of these guys out as we can. Look at these guys. Mamluks and Sultan's Guards. Wow. Okay. If we can take these guys out, I think we actually have a good chance. Oh. Come on. Thank you very much. Okay, I think I actually might retreat right now. There's a nice headshot as well. Thank you. Very good. Nice. So, let us retreat. I do know that we are going to lose quite a few. We're going to lose 12 units, even though we only lost 5 generally, but thanks to the retreat, I do believe we lost a couple more. We took out 56. Really? Only 56? Okay, well, oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. I think you know what I'm thinking right here. Oh, yes, let's do it. We want to help our unit by cutting this guy off and hopefully slowing him down long enough for Toxel Tool to catch up. As you can see, he is catching up. Very, very slowly he is catching up, but he is going to be engaging upon him very soon. Yes, there we go. He's in a battle. Let's do it. Let's go to help him out. Oh yes, so move in to help Lord Toxicotl, or something like that. Yes, Toxicotl? No, that is definitely not his name, but that is what I'm going to call him now. Of course, okay. So, okay. I actually don't want to do that again. I just want to go in and take out this guy. 103 units he has, so I think we should be fine. Should be okay. And let's see. Okay, I think what we want to do is just get all of our units into a good enough position right here. I think we're going to get our archers on this small incline there. And I have a bad feeling about this, actually. I have a really bad feeling. I think we're probably going to have quite a few difficulties. Oh, never mind. Okay, thank you very much, Master of Arrows. You do seem to have quite the accuracy. So we're going to tell all of our archers to hold position here and hold our fire as well. As you see, I think this guy might actually have a sand wraith. So I'm being a little bit more cautious than perhaps I should be, but at the moment, I think we're okay. We have a huge amount of Spider Riders, huge amount of Necropolis Knights, and of course we have some Goblin War Chiefs, thanks to Lord Toxicotl right there. Yeah. Testing out his new name right there. And we have a Troll too, so I think we should be okay, and I do believe we will now be telling our infantry to charge in, and our archers to fire at will. There we have it. Thank you very much. Now, do bear in mind that we are going to be losing quite a few of our units right here, but that is only because we haven't assaulted any of their Janissary archers so far, and we haven't told them to interrupt themselves and try and take us out, of course. We did just take 24 damage from a spear to the face there, so that's not too good, but hopefully we'll be able to take out some of those guys without dying too badly. And then, of course, we will tell our cavalry to charge in as well. Usually don't like to tell our cavalry to charge in too soon because they are, in my opinion, harder to level up than the infantry units. So I just want to try and keep them alive as much as we can right now. And why do I keep running into these spiders here? Goodness me. They do appear to be all over the battlefield, so I suppose that doesn't make really a very good situation for me, but still. Yeah, look at that hit right there. 136, and for some reason now my wolf is not turning. Okay, there we are. Thank you. Okay, so now this is when we definitely want to get our archers right up here and hopefully get them into range. Now these guys right here, these Goblin war chiefs, they are insane. They're very, very powerful indeed, and I'm hopeful that they'll be able to use their cleavers to good effect on this hill, which is a little bit unfortunate. Really didn't want to fight on the hill. That's why I decided to stay down there. I wanted our opponents to come to us. But, at the moment, there it is. Success. And we have now improved our relation with Lord Toxicodal, which is excellent. And yes, we did indeed show them. And what are we going to do here? This Emir has 19 relation with us, and he has a good personality by the looks of things of what he says here. The other fellow also had a good personality, so that makes me feel even worse for taking them prisoner. So I'm unsure. I am actually unsure what we are going to do here. What are we going to do? Are we going to let him go, or are we going to take him prisoner? He did have 126 units, though, so do bear that in mind. Going to take him prisoner for now, and maybe later on down the line, I do believe we will be letting them go if we so desire, and indeed, if we get the opportunity once again too, so who knows? Maybe we will, maybe we will not. Now, do bear in mind that we are right next to one of our most strong vassals here, and we are going to be asking him for his assistance in the matter of Castle Kofa. So, I have a new task for you. Follow me. Thank you very much. Oh yes, let's do it. Come on. I need your assistance. I need your 7 trolls to come and help. Oh my goodness, 7 trolls? That is insane. Now, we do have Emir Nuwas coming over here, so hopefully he will decide to run off, because we, of course, have an incredible amount of units at our disposal here. And, yeah, now we are, of course, seeing our villagers being looted by the Goblins, which is terrible. So, let's just wait until morning. There we are, noon, that will be fine. And now we will lead our soldiers in an assault. So I'm hopeful that this guy actually has a lot of archers, so that we can weaken their defenses sufficiently, and then we can tell all of our Goblin... Wow, okay, yes, Goblin war chiefs and Goblin scalpers and all kinds of things right here. Oh my goodness. Okay, do we even need to use our archers right here? Oh, no, Oggy Boggy, don't go in there. I need you to come back. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness, that was close. But yes, I actually think that we have eliminated almost all of their archery units, so I think the only thing we must do now is approach their battlements and take out some of their hardier infantry and cavalry units that were not killed previously. So let's just see what we can see, and we'll see whether we can actually get some headshots right here. Ooh, very nice. Took out a Sultan's Guard already, and maybe we'll be able to take out another one. Yeah, there we are. Thank you very much. I like it that they stand at the very front of the lines, so that I can take them out with ease. That is excellent. Okay, come on, let's try and take out some of those guys over there as well. Thank you very much. A lot of headshots going on here. Very nice indeed. Usually I'm not one to get headshots anymore. I used to get headshots a lot of the time, but I do believe that was because of the ease of use that my bow had at the time as well, so there's that to take into account. Now, this guy's doing a little bit of a shimmy, so it's a little bit more difficult to get a headshot on him, but thankfully enough, we were able to take him out. Okay, let's take out that guy as well. Maybe we can take out that one. No, he's being shielded a little bit. Nice, nice. Yeah, there we go. Now, I'm just trying to take out these guys with the chainmail on, because as far as I'm aware, those guys are going to give our units a great deal of difficulty. So hopefully we will be able to take them out, thin their ranks a little bit. How many Sultan's Guards does this guy have? What is going on here? Every single unit I kill almost is a Sultan's Guard. Look at that. Oh, wow. Okay, that's pretty impressive to say the least. Okay, so everyone else appears to have a shield. So, without further ado, Goblins, charge in. And we're also going to tell our infantry to charge in as well. Oh, yes, that sounds like a good idea. And these guys... Oh, there's a fellow. He hasn't got a shield. And everyone else does. So, let's do this. Come on, Goblins. Now, do they have any archers left? I don't believe they have any archers left. Excellent. So we can just take these guys out without too many difficulties. Unfortunately, some of our Spider Rider archers have already run out of ammunition. So we're going to have a great deal of difficulty actually dealing with those guys. And hopefully not dying as a result. No. Okay, we're fine. We're actually okay. We're taking out some of their slave guards as well. Excellent. We have a Cold One champion right next to us right here. Very nice to see that guy in action. And there we are. Penetration successful. We were able to take this guy out. No problem at all. And why am I saying this guy? It must be just a vassal thing, because I thought there was a vassal here. But no, there is actually no vassal here. Thanks to our provocations outside their walls, we were able to very easily lure them out of the safety of the garrison. And thankfully enough, we were able to penetrate their lines at the end there as well. So that is great. So 72 units taken out. And now this is when I have the greatest joyous occasion to behold, as you can no doubt see right here. Skeleton Knights, Skeleton Horsemen, and above all, we have some Necropolis Knights, as well as some mummies, Ushabti, oh yeah, Tomb Champions, and basically everything else is amazing. So we're going to be taking every single thing that we can get here, and I do believe we're going to be staying here for quite some time. I think we will probably give Toxicotl this fief as well, because I'm not entirely sure whether this would have been as easy if he hadn't helped us. However, do bear in mind that even though we had his help, I do believe we would have been able to do this without his assistance. But then again, I do have a huge amount of fiefs, and I don't think we really require that money. Do we require the money? I don't believe we do, but who knows? Maybe we do not. Although, we do have Lord Tulimsan is getting indicted soon, I do believe. He has a little attitude problem, I do believe, with us. So, let's give it to Lord Toxicotl. Yeah, as you can see, Lord Tulimsan's just going down by nothing else. Kuran is still at +10. He's only losing 2 every single time I give something to someone else, which is so much better than losing 6. Oh my goodness. So yeah, Lord Tulimsan is getting indicted very, very soon. And as you can see here, Kofa now has 2 trolls, a huge amount of scalp takers, some forest walkers, chief bodyguards, and of course we have some even better units in there as well. So yes, I think that's pretty good. So we're going to just gain a little bit of relation from these ladies right here, and then we're going to be waiting for some time, just in case they decide... Oh, wow. This is what I mean, you see. This is what I mean about Lord Toxicotl. He is just so impressive. Whenever I see him on the battlefield, I just think, wow, that guy really knows how to do things. He really knows where to go, what to do, and who to attack. And he just went straight out for Emir Nuas right here, and we're going to be helping him once again in one of our battles here. So, let's take a look. What do we want to do? I do believe we want to get over here. Yes, this will give us a nice height advantage. Hopefully our archers will be able to move here as quickly as they can. Unfortunately, we're going to have a little bit of difficulty with this guy who has a spear. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much. Oh yes. Take him out. Yeah, there we go. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to take him off his horse, so he was literally useless. There we are. Emir Nuas. That was indeed him right there. So, let's see what we can do. Let's get our infantry down here. Archers on the hill a little bit more. And I do believe, considering the unit he has at the moment, that we could just charge in our cavalry. I do believe he doesn't have any heavy infantry whatsoever. He just has archers. And that is actually quite worrying, because I have a feeling that we are similar to that. in composition, so any cavalry-based force would probably take us out without too many issues whatsoever, which is very, very worrisome indeed. Otherwise we're... Yes, if we come across someone with a lot of cavalry, then I fear for our well-being, that's for sure. But there it is. Look at that. None of our units were killed. Absolutely none of them. They weren't even wounded. So you can see how powerful Lord Toxicotl is right now. Goodness me. Okay, so he has 48 with us now in relation, which is excellent. Hopefully he will stay with us for a very long time indeed. He has been doing an excellent job defending and running around, patrolling around our various territories right here. And he is resting with us, which is unheard of in a lord that usually would be under our command. Usually they like to run off and do whatever they see fit and end up getting themselves killed. And oh, here we go. We might be getting some defections from the Badland Goblins. As you can see here, Lord Uglylard has renounced his allegiance to the Badland Goblins and joined us, which is excellent. So hopefully, when I head back to Bloodhorn, which will be probably in the next episode, I'll be at Bloodhorn. I will have travelled back there. Hopefully Kofa will be well enough defended, as you see here, by 9 trolls. I mean, seriously, that is so good. And Tanis does seem to be fine as well. No problems there. And we'll see what we can do about Lord Uglylard, as well as, of course, indicting Lord Tilimsan. I don't believe we will be keeping him around for very much longer, unfortunately enough. I really wanted to have a lot of vassals patrolling around, and hopefully defeating many of our opponents, but it appears that Lord Tilimsan is only concerned about his own well-being, I suppose. So yes, without further ado, I will be ending this episode off here, and next time on Warsword Conquest we will be back at Bloodhorn, and we'll see what Lord Uglylard has for us. So, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.